Welcome back to episode 3. I am so glad you're here with me today. In our last episode, we went deep into the shift, moving out of a mindset of lack and stepping into abundance. We talked about how scarcity sneaks into our lives, making us feel like there is never enough time, never enough resources, and never enough room for us all to win. Now, if you actually practiced that shift over the past week, you probably started realizing or noticing that something fascinating began to happen. When you shift on the inside, the world around you doesn't stay the same. The way you move changes, the way you talk changes, and most importantly, how people react to you changes. And that brings us right into today's topic, the mirror effect. How inner abundance rewires your relationships. So before we jump into heavy topics like romantic relationships, family dynamics, or deep partnerships, we have to talk about this bridge. Because the truth is, you cannot build healthy, abundant relationships with other people if you are still operating from an internal bank account of scarcity. Your relationships are rarely a reflection of what you want. They are almost always a reflection of what you are operating from. So now, I want us to talk about the transactional versus relational mindsets. Let's break it down. We take a lack mindset into our day-to-day human interactions when you believe you are lacking. Lacking worth, lacking safety, lacking love. You subconsciously walk into every room with a checklist. You look at people not for who they are, but for what they can give you or how they make you feel. Do they make you feel complete? That's the mindset. And it sounds like this sometimes. Validate me so I know I'm doing well. Or agree with me so I don't feel insecure. Stay close to me so I don't feel abandoned. When you operate from lack, your relationships become transactional. You are constantly auditing the relationship. What am I getting? What am I losing? Are they doing as much for me as I'm doing for them? It's exhausting. You cannot live like that. You become an accountant in your own friendships and love life. So now, I'd like to ask you this. Have you ever caught yourself people-pleasing or overextending just to make sure someone wouldn't leave or judge you? It has happened to me. There were times, some years back, when I always want to be in other people's good books. Yes. So I overextend myself. I try to please everybody, answer every call, respond to every message, and try to give whatever they ask of me. And it was draining, truly draining. But I had to stop and think, wait a minute, why am I doing all this? Because at the end of the day, I'm not happy. And sometimes these people that you're always trying to please, they are just there for what they can get and appreciate you at that particular moment. Once it is done, they walk away and they don't even think about you anymore. So I want you to stop and start seeing your value from the inside, knowing who you are, that you don't have to overextend yourself just so you could be in people's good books or for you to be accepted. And it happens in different relationship dynamics, be it a romantic relationship, business relationship, work relationship. It happens every single day. And I don't want you to live like that. There is so much peace when you take your power back from people. Take that power back. You are in control. You are in charge. As long as you are not being selfish. You can help people, yes, when you can, when you know, okay, I'm at a spot now where I know I can carry this. I'll be able to afford this to help this person. Because the truth is, takers don't have limits. If you don't set a boundary, they will continue taking, and you become exhausted. So now, when you anchor yourself in abundance, you realize that your tank is already full. You don't need someone else to be your entire source of happiness or self-worth. Instead of walking into a room asking, what can I get from these people? You walk into the room asking, what can I bring? How can we collaborate? How can we connect? You move from transactional living to relational living, and you stop clinging to people and you start actually enjoying them. And this is something I have mastered. I have so mastered this. There are some people, they can't just be by themselves. They always have to be in the company of others. And to some degree, that's not a healthy way to live. So now, let's make this super practical. When you step into inner abundance, 4 major transformations happen in how you deal with people. Firstly, from seeking approval to offering presents. In a lack mindset, you enter conversations preoccupied with performance. Do they like me? Was that funny? Did I say the right thing? Those are the questions that will be popping up in your mind. When you operate from abundance, your internal dialogue calms down. Your focus shifts to questions like, how present can I be right now? Do I enjoy this connection? You stop wearing masks to fit in because you know your core value isn't up for debate. Secondly, the power of non-desperate communication. Scarcity makes us over-explain. Have you ever caught yourself giving a 5-minute explanation just for why you can't attend a dinner? What does that tell you? That comes from fear. Fear that if you don't justify yourself, you'll be rejected. And abundance gives you the grace to speak simply and directly. You can say, I'd love to, but I can't make it this time, without feeling guilty because you aren't communicating out of fear. Next step, boundaries. Set boundaries, because boundaries become guardrails, not walls. When you live in lack, boundaries feel terrifying. You think, if I set a boundary, I'll lose this person. I won't find someone else. But an abundant mindset says, there is an endless supply of love, respect, and community in the world. So saying a healthy no isn't an act of aggression. It's an act of honesty. Because boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They are guardrails that show people how to love you safely without crashing the car. Next up, celebrating others without feeling reduced. When you believe good things are scarce, another woman's success feels like a threat. If she gets the promotion, the engagement, or the spotlight, scarcity tells you there is less left for you. But an abundant mind changes the lens entirely. Someone else's win isn't proof that you lost. It's proof of what is possible. That's how you should begin to think. You can stand in front row and clap loudly for others because your seat at the table isn't dependent on theirs. You have your own unique path and destiny. And just because someone else is winning doesn't mean you are losing. So now let's talk about the friction point when others don't upgrade with you. I want us to be very real about this. This is the constructive truth that a lot of personal growth conversations leave out. Trust me. When you shift, not everyone in your life is going to celebrate it. Ooh, not at all. Think about it. Some people in your life got comfortable with your lack mindset. They do. They got used to you over-explaining, people-pleasing, staying quiet, or agreeing with them just to keep the peace. But when you start operating from abundance, self-worth, and clean boundaries, they might call you distant. They might say you've changed. They might try to pull you back into old dynamics where you felt small. But that's not your problem. That's their problem. And you don't have to stop the shift or stop becoming because of their negative talks or their perception of how you are portraying or carrying yourself now. I want to ask you this. Has anyone ever made you feel guilty of outgrowing a dynamic? Let's talk about that for a second. So for me, I think it happened quite recently. A few days ago, I posted something on my status. And some people are very, very inquisitive, and somebody made a comment. But I had to keep it classy. But at the same time, I needed to correct their perception that, hey, this thing that you just said, because why? They feel, oh, I've known this person all these years or all this while. So they still see that old you. I tell people, I'm always evolving. I'm always investing in myself, adjusting, cutting off those things that I know shouldn't be there anymore. Because that is my responsibility, and it is yours too. Nobody is going to help you to grow to become better. You have to make that decision for yourself. The Elizabeth 10 years ago is not the same Elizabeth now. The things I tolerated, I played down, or I just, went along with people, even though I wasn't comfortable with it, all those things I used to do, no, that Elizabeth, that version of her no longer exists. It's not pride. It is me wanting to become better so I could help other people, because life is not just about you. It is about other people as well. And especially if you know there is a certain call upon your life, you have to make so many sacrifices and adjustments from time to time to develop and improve yourself. Now, here is what you need to remember about the mirror effect. As your internal frequency changes, the old dynamics around you will do one of two things. One, they will adapt and rise up to meet the healthier, abundant version of you, or they will create natural distance because the dynamic no longer functions on scarcity. And having an abundant mindset means learning to be okay with letting things evolve without panicking. You don't have to force people to change with you, but you also don't have to shrink so that they can be comfortable. Next point is the abundance audit. I never want us to sit here, have nice conversations without taking action. So here is your, practical exercise for this week. I call it the abundance audit. For the next 7 days, whenever you are in a conversation with a partner, a colleague, a friend, or family member, I want you to take a brief 2-second pause before responding and ask yourself, am I speaking right now out of a need to gain validation or out of a genuine desire to connect? Ask yourself. If you realize you are over-explaining to seek approval, pause, breathe, and simplify. If you realize you are agreeing with something that goes against your truth, pause, ground yourself, and speak with gentle honesty. This is something I'm learning myself. I have to be honest with you. One thing I promised myself and you guys is we're going to keep it honest here. The truth is, I do not know everything. No, I don't. I myself am evolving with you guys. So we are all in this together. So we keep it real. If you realize you are feeling envious of a friend, I want you to take a pause. Pause. Recognize that abundance is infinite and send them love. Catching yourself is not a failure. It's awareness. Every time you catch yourself, you rewire your brain for abundance. And this brings me to our final point today. When you master this bridge, you stop projecting internal scarcity onto the people around you. You lay the groundwork for high-value, deeply fulfilling relationships. And that brings us right to where we are heading next. Now that we have built the bridge and understood how our internal shift impacts our everyday interactions, in episode 4, we are going straight into romantic relationships. I know some of you, I am excited for that, because relationships are beautiful things. The topic, you're going to love it. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about high value connections, how to attract and build love from wholeness and not neediness. We're going to talk about dating, long-term partnerships, standards versus expectations, and how to stay anchored in your abundance when building a life with someone else. Very important. You do not want to miss it, trust me. So I want to say thank you very much for tuning into episode 3 of Becoming Her. Keep holding up that mirror of abundance this week. I really want you to do that. And I will see you in the next episode. Till then, make sure you keep believing, you keep evolving, and keep becoming. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.